My name is Lang Y, and I am Banad. I am one of the co-founders of Monsignor American Organization. Woo! Yeah! And I am beyond thankful to even be a part of this organization. It means a lot to me, and especially to stand beside Leanna, who's done so many things for the community, and I'm so happy to be by her side. And anyways, I'm going to pass the mic to her so she can briefly introduce herself to those who doesn't know who she is.
Thank you, Lang. So yes, like I just reiterate what Lang said. I appreciate every single one of you for coming here, and that you guys notice when you're out in the community, and you know that there is a lot of needs in the community, and we appreciate you all for being here tonight, for supporting the organization. So my name is Leanna, and I am one of the co-founders for the Monsignor American Organization, and now we are under the branch of MDA, Monsignor Davis Association. We work closely together, so we're just one organization. So if you see Facebook, that means it's MDA and MAO together. Okay. So also I would like to thank our participants for this evening, our models, dancer, and also sponsor. Without you all, we couldn't be here today, so I appreciate that.
All right, give it up for Leanna again. Woo! Okay, so we would like to introduce a special guest speaker tonight, Mr. Nathaniel, and I'm going to sorry you guys, I'm a little bit nervous, as you can see, and it's hot in here, so can someone turn the AC up, or it is hot in here, right y'all? Yeah, okay. Thank you. All right, so Mr. Nathaniel Davis earned a bachelor's and graduate degree in theology with a focus on biblical studies from Liberty University. He was a former captain, a third-generation law enforcement officer. He joined the Greensboro Police Department in 2002. He began his law enforcement career with the Granville County Sheriff's Department in 1996. As a Greensboro Police Department lieutenant, Davis served in the Patrol Bureau as executive officer and watch commander. As a sergeant, he was assigned to professional standards and patrol. After more than 20 years of police work, we have to give him a hand, y'all. That's a long time.
20
Woo! 20 years. Thank you, Mr. Daniel. Nathaniel recently transitioned as an assistant manager for the city of Greensboro. He has served in a number of roles, to include spearheading the Greensboro Police Department's Office of Community Engagement, which focus on bridging the relationship between the community and police. Nathaniel also facilitated the department's Faith Leaders Council, which brings together a diverse group of interfaith leaders throughout the city of Greensboro. And again, we would like to welcome Mr. Davis. Give him a round of applause.
Thank you so much for that introduction, and good evening to everyone. Good evening. There we go. So it's always a challenge when the bio says a little bit more about me than I deserve, and so thank you for that. And the bio may be longer than my speech tonight. I think some of you want to enjoy the evening, and you will enjoy this beautiful event center and the time that you have this evening. So there are just a few things that I want to touch on in my opportunity to say some words to you tonight. The first thing I want to do is say thank you for having this event here in the city of Greensboro. Thank you, those of you who are not from Greensboro. Welcome, welcome, welcome on behalf of the mayor and the city council and our city manager's office, our city manager David Parrish, and the city government as a whole. Thank you, and please give yourselves a hand for this event. As I look around the room, I see a few familiar faces and people who have been planning events over the last couple of years, and it's so awesome that we can have this type of event right here in our city. Just to touch on, so I'm very happy to be here and excited for you. The Montagnard people have been a tremendous part of this community. Uh-oh. It's not my phone, guys, I promise. It's somebody else's. All right, thanks. I promise it wasn't my phone. The Montagnard people have been a tremendous part of this community and have been a main part of driving us forward as we have diversity in this community. Since 1979, the Montagnard population has been our largest and our strongest population here in the city of Greensboro. And so please give yourselves a hand for that. One of the things I want to say about it is, as we welcome you and continue to welcome people here to our community, and the city of Greensboro is about advancing our diversity and making sure that Greensboro can be a home and a place that you find not only a safe environment, but also that you can have the ability to be able to preserve your heritage. Preserving your heritage is extremely important. As you noted, as she talked about in my bio, one of the things that I continue to remind myself of in my career are the places that I came from as an African American in a community that did not always have opportunities for African Americans. I am very thankful for the people that were ahead of me, and I'm thankful for the opportunities that I've been afforded today. And so with that, I try to make sure that I push every opportunity for those that might not have had opportunities before to be able to have them today. And that's exactly what you're doing tonight. As you come together tonight to create an environment that's safe and to create an atmosphere that's safe, and you celebrate your heritage, and as you preserve your heritage, as you do new things in this city, as you take part in whether it be education in the city, whether it be business in the city, whether it be economic development in this city, this is an exciting time for you, and this is an exciting time for all of the city of Greensboro. So again, give yourselves a hand for tonight, and thank you for being here. And thank you for having me. Now I can enjoy.
All right, let's give Mr. Nathaniel a round of applause again, please.
And I would like to acknowledge our community members or board member. I know a couple of them plan to be here and they couldn't be here anymore. I want to acknowledge their hard work. The MAO started in 1987. So we wanted to thank those who, just start the organization, build the organization. Now it's time for them to pass it to us, the second generation of Montagnard people. So a lot of you guys are out there. If you need to find a way to get connected with us through internship program or learning service hours, just come and find us. And also, I would also like to acknowledge our friend, I don't know where he is, Mr. Ganul. He just came back from the service overseas. He left his baby and went overseas, and he just came back last week. I just wanted to thank him as well. He's one of our members with MAO. Oh, he's down there with his sure.
Stand up.
Over there. So thank you. I know you miss your baby boy a lot when you're overseas, so appreciate it, and I'm so glad that you're back, so you can come back and help us.
All right, so we would like to thank all our sponsors as well. Without our sponsors, this all wouldn't have happened. So first of all, I want to thank Horizon Tools, Clara Lutz Landscape Light, Kaylin Vogue Beauty. Where are you, Kaylin? Love you, girl. Ania Studio, love you too, Nun. The Law Office of Neon Deploy, Angel Nails by Did Nye, Stamey's Barbecue, Direct Marketing Group, all the way from Raleigh. BK 2K19, which when the models come out with the clothing, they're the one who created the designs. So thank you so much. Watching Downtown Greensboro, which is catering our food. Highland Tree Service. I'm sorry, Rockaway Eatery was the one who catered our food. My apologies, but thank you to both. Kasura Insurance, thank you, Young Drud. Aramark Uniform. Again, I just want to thank you to each and every one of you guys for supporting us, and we hope to continue this organization and hope that you continue to support us. Thank you.
So you guys ready for the show, right? Okay. Before we start the show, I would like to introduce our MC, Miss Franca. Franca Jallo is a founder and CEO and executive director from GALA Uprising Services of North Carolina, which is an IRS organization, 501c3 nonprofit organization that serves low-income refugee and immigrants with immigration legal services, housing assistance, job development, job placement, adult literacy. With over 15 years of immigration experience, Franca has used her skill and expertise to liaise with, advocate for, and assist immigrants and refugees with the tools they need to become self-sufficient, productive members of the society. Ms. Jallo has been recognized and accredited 6 times over by the U.S. Department of Justice, Board of Immigration Appeal, and she was the first female to join the CD Community Review Board. So if you have questions what that is, just let her know. She can explain to you more. She is also the North Carolina State Notary, as well as one of the founding members of the Women's African Leadership Coalition. Ms. Franca further served as an esteemed board member of Guilford County Nurse Family Partnership Program, and she is proudly the founder and elected president of the Prestige Women in Community Group in Greensboro. Her slogan remains, building community with a heart. Let's help us welcome Ms. Franca.
Well, Leanna, you've done an excellent job introducing me, but I think we might add a few lines to that long introduction speech. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, or as they say in Rade, Kakao Kajijang. Honorable distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first annual Nathaniel Davis Association Gala. My name is Franca Jallo, and I am really honored and thrilled to serve as your MC for this evening. I would like to extend special thanks and appreciation to everyone who has supported this organization by attending this wonderful occasion hosted by our friends in the Martiniere community. You are all in for a wonderful night full of excellence, culture, class, and diversity. There will be live music performances, a magnificent fashion show, cultural dances, as well as keynote speakers, guest speakers, who will talk to you about this wonderful community. The Martiniers, or Daga, as they call themselves, are a tribal people who originate from the mountains, the highlands of Vietnam. Prior to the 1800s, the Martiniers lived isolated under a feudal system of government, living peacefully with customs, culture, and traditions in a village-centered society. They were separated from lowland cultures, and their spiritual life was rooted in their relationships with the land, the lakes, rivers, and the forest. The life of the Martinat and Nakchuchang people revolved around nature, the seasons, family, and their villages. There are over 28 tribal groups, with the 5 major tribes being Banar, Jarai, Rade, Koha, and Manong. The early people believed in nature spirits and the divine God was present in all creations. The Martinique people are known to be courageous fighters, and they are fiercely loyal friends. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot in store for you this evening. But before we proceed, here are a few housekeeping rules. The restrooms are located out the door to the back of the room on both left and right side. The fire exits, as you can see, are on either sides of this hall and at the back of the room as well. We ask that you please silence your phones while the event is going on so that we can enjoy all that this wonderful community has to offer and to allow this special occasion to flow smoothly. This is a joyous event and dinner will commence shortly. So we ask that you please get comfortable as we begin our entertainment for the evening. As you heard earlier on, my friend from the city's office, Assistant City Manager Trey Davis, gave a wonderful speech. But we are not here to just listen to speeches. We're here to get entertained and enjoy a beautiful, glorious night with our Martinique friends. So without further ado, I am going to introduce our opening performance for the evening. The first performance will be a song by Zen, who is from Greensboro, and then Kanin Burangkong, who is from Raleigh community, and the band that they have is from Charlotte. Together, they all help make this community tighter and united. Please, ladies and gentlemen, welcome Sil Zen, Kanin, and the band.
Hãy subscribe cho kênh Ghiền Mì Gõ để không bỏ lỡ
wanted to recognize you guys for what you did. Come on over, Deborah. And Nong as well, for putting this fashion show together.
I didn't expect this, but okay, cool. Anyways, thank you for everyone. That's just not us three that prepare and all that. It's behind the scenes everyone too. We just thank you for all the hard work, all the fashion show, and they are recruiting, helping with the clothing and all that. It's just last minute, but everything seems good. But we still have another one, so be ready for a couple walk, like partners walk. So that's all. Thank you.
At this time, they're holding essentials and accessories as well. Our first couple is Thor and Alyssa.
really elegant and glamorous. And that's one of the reasons why the Martiniere American Association exists today. Ladies and gentlemen, every day the Martiniere community is fighting to keep this wonderful organization's doors open. Refugee resettlement agencies that support this program, such as the one that resettled the Martiniere people in North Carolina, are being terminated. Therefore, communities rely on nonprofits, such as the Martiniere American Organization, to fill that gap. This nonprofit has been doing tireless work to provide employment and other social services to this underrepresented community. They also give scholarships to our young people so that they can afford the costly price of higher education. Help this organization now by reaching deep into your pockets and checkbooks and donating to this wonderful cause. Every dollar raised would be used to further this great organization. We truly appreciate each and every one of you, and I will go ahead and encourage you to take the cards on your table. There are some cards on your table. Reach out, grab the card, and make a pledge today to the Martiniere American Association. Fill out that card by donating, making a pledge to donate a particular amount. Any amount will help. You can also go online to make a pledge to them and send money so that this organization can continue doing the great work that they're doing today. We have our guest speaker in our midst today. She's a wonderful lady named Sun. Sun was born in Vietnam. She lived in a refugee camp in Cambodia for 2 years and came to Greensboro, North Carolina at the age of 6. Her preferred gender pronouns are she, her, and hers. Sun is Martiniere, specifically from the Bunang tribe, an indigenous group found in the Central Highlands of Vietnam. She studied at the University of North Carolina, Wilmington, and graduated with a Bachelor's of Arts in Psychology and International Studies with a minor in International Affairs and Political Science. In Greensboro, Sun volunteered extensively with the Martiniere Davis Association, promoting cultural preservation, education, research, citizenship, and served as co-vice chairwoman on the MDA board. Currently, Sun works as the statewide based building co-organizer at the Southeast Asian Coalition, SEAC, based in Charlotte, North Carolina. Before joining the Southeast Asian Coalition, SEAC, as the statewide based building organizer, Sun worked with an adult literacy organization advocacy for Greensboro.
Right, and then this last segment, it's not a model walk, but we wanted to give our appreciation to the models. Hey, these are the youth that gave their time and effort to make this organization better. Okay. Right, and before we start, yes.